His foot is not yet wet, guys. He does not like to get his feet wet at all. Now his foot is in, but now that's a kind of thing about a personality of the tigers that I tell people about. That's how I recognize them. If I see a tiger ever that won't get his front paws wet, unless all of them are doing it, or some at least. But if there's only one that does that, that will be Enzo. Because he's been doing that. I just found pictures of him doing that from 11 years ago. That is part of his personality. He's not going to change. He's going to keep on trying not to get his front paws wet. Unless he wants to walk through the pool like that. But it's very seldom that Enzo gets into the pool and gets his front paws wet. So that is the main thing that I will always look to find in his personality. Those are the kinds of things you remember to see his personality even in another tiger's body. And that sounds ridiculous, guys. This is how it is. I have experimented with this. I have had a cat put down in South Africa while I was in Texas, and his name was Ferrari, and the last picture taken of him had a date stamp and a time stamp, and the picture I took of a cat who looked like him, acted exactly like him, who came to greet me on the other side of the world when he got put down. That cat was Ferrari. He was able to be with me on the other side of the world in a cat body similar to what he looks like. I remember picking him up and saying, "This is Ferrari." And they said, "No, this is not Ferrari." And I said, "This is him." And I did not know that Ferrari was being put down because he was just old. And guys, he's back. Ferrari is back as well. In fact, he's been living here for a long time. This stuff sounds crazy, but when you know it, you know it. You don't need explanations. So let's see if I can find them. I don't think I'm going to find them right now, but let's just walk down and see if it's maybe possible to spot him. You guys are not going to believe who he is. Well, that's Nielsie and Stompsterkie in there because they are naughty. They are very naughty. So I'm trying to get a cage ready for the male cats that needs it, because they are fighting with the other cats, throwing them around, fighting with them, hurting them, and I'm not going to stand for it. I don't know if we're going to see him here. If I can't see him, I can at least tell you guys his name, and you are going to be really impressed. Look at this. When they do this. Hey, look at that stripe on your nose also. Don't worry, we're going to put a stop to this fighting. We're going to do it well. Hey, little one. Hey, even littler one. And there's a little one as well. So, I don't see him over here. Let's go that side. Let's quickly see if we find him. This one. Now guys, when you don't know this, you are left in tears, heartbroken, I'll say damaged, when you don't know these things that I have seen and figured out and realized. Now, it happened with Diego as well. When Diego came here, he was Aussie. He had every single personality point of Ozzy. And when Ozzy passed away, I saw Ozzy in Enzo for at least an hour. At least an hour. He was hugging that tree, and Enzo has never done that before. But Ozzy did on a daily basis. And when I saw that happening, I couldn't figure out what was going on. Why was Enzo hugging the tree? And now that was also one of the points where I started to realize this. So I didn't just realize this once. I have even, when we had a cat that needed to be put down, stayed at home and sent someone to have it done, and then stood around waiting for that cat personality to show up. And it did. So this is Mace Fall. I love this cat. I don't know why, but this is my favorite cat so far now. Not that one. Where is he? In any case, guys, it's not Father Cat. Nope. Well, there's not many left. I think some people can guess who he is. He's not around right now, but I will tell you his name. And I know his name because he didn't really want to eat meat. And when he came back, come on, you're making him cross. Dainty, you're making the tiger cross. He's friendly with me. Dainty, you're noisy. So guys, it is Vegetarian Cat. Vegetarian Cat came here. He came back. And he used to be Ferrari. And maybe you believe it, maybe you don't. But it doesn't matter. It matters to the one who is supposed to get the message. And that was me. It was supposed to... Dainty, now you're going inside. Now you're going inside. So that happened. And it's a pleasure, my boy. So that happened, and Vegetarian Cat was very old. He passed away. He came and he visited me in Texas. And he said goodbye. And he walked away. A few minutes later, he walked away. And when I compared the photographs and the time stamp on the photographs, it was the same. It was within the... It was perfectly on time. So, yeah. If that happens to you, you get a certain kind of peace in you. And you realize that there is so much control in this turned upside down world. And it doesn't even matter what goes wrong. There's a solution to every single thing. And it is happening all the time. But when you go and you put your bed down, you're not able to think straight. You're upset. But if you know, you know. And I'm really glad to say I know. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day.